Hola! So I just wanted to create a quick intro video before you start off with Spanish Lesson 1. First of all, I'm really excited that you are interested in Spanish, that you're wanting to take this class, and hopefully this will help you get jump started and provide you some vocabulary, some phrases, some basic understanding of the language that you can use, not just in your class, but hopefully with other people. Um, I I really, really love Spanish, and so I'm hoping that you end up loving it too, and not just wanting. I hope that it doesn't become something just to memorize or more homework to do or a grade to get. But I hope that you really come to love Spanish. I have seen personally how it's helped me connect to a lot of people that I otherwise wouldn't have connected with. It's helped me understand the world differently, from the history of one country to even understanding um, English better in a sense, because I can look at the roots of words and understand those better, to helping me understand the Bible in a different way, just because there are some different language structures and vocabulary ideas in Spanish that help me recognize, language. Not all languages center around English. It doesn't all come back to English. So as you're going through these lessons, and just as you're learning Spanish in general, I want you to get out of your mind the idea that English is the language that everything else relates back to. So sometimes there's not a word that has an equivalent in Spanish that we know in English, or sometimes there's a word in Spanish that we don't really have an expression for in English. Or sometimes there's just ways that the language is structured that is a lot different than what we're used to thinking. So when you're thinking about Spanish, I don't want you to think, this word equals this word. But I want you to start creating a mental picture in your head, mental associations of a word. This is no longer a water bottle, es una botella de agua. And so instead of just thinking, water bottle, botella de agua, I want you to think botella de agua, and think this instead of thinking, water bottle. And that's really hard to do. It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of practicing Spanish, but I'd say my advice is to not think of it as English 2.0, or not to think that they're completely interchangeable. There are some differences that just don't make sense to us, that as English speakers, that make perfect sense to someone who's been speaking in Spanish their whole life. So with that, I hope that you're excited. I hope that this is helpful to you as well. Learning Spanish or any other language is a really great way to learn to grow your mind. So I'm excited for you. Hasta luego.